Hello, my dudes. Today we're working on something a little more fun than usual. This started off as a cool-off sketch and turned into a piece that took way too much of my time, but the end product is something really cool, and this type of style challenge is a good reminder that style is ever-changing, and there are many styles within a style, and we shouldn't stress ourselves out with just developing a style. So a couple years ago, I'd done this style meme. I'm going to insert it right here because I was a big nerd of DeviantArt and I'd seen this going around and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it too. Needless to say, that version didn't go as planned because I hadn't realized how hard it was to draw 1, anime, 2, Disney, 3, South Park somehow, 4, Marvel, and 5, apparently little me also didn't remember what a Muppet was. I guess it was just confusing to younger me since I was like, how can a puppet be a drawing style? But anyway, in this video, I tackled it all again with a varying degree of success. My own style itself is ever evolving. I haven't found a mix of what I like the most yet, but it's very much Disney inspired, I guess. I get a lot of inspiration from artists mostly that I follow on Instagram. Like, I'm probably going to butcher all these names, but like Pernelorum, It's Lopez, Winnie Boo, Het Modzit, Drawing with Waffles, Maya Kern, and so on and so on. My list of people that I follow on Instagram and YouTube is really big, but their styles really inspire me, and I've stolen bits and pieces of each of their style to make my own Frankenstein monster of a style but I'm still tweaking it to this day. I'm not really satisfied 100% with how it looks like, but I'm sure with time and practice it'll evolve into something more. I guess there's a couple things that really stand out about my style that some people have noted. It's like I like to make really dramatic proportions, like really cinched waistlines, large eyes, the necks, really long legs. I'm at that point in my quote-unquote art career that I'm trying to master one type of look and thing so that I can learn my basics, and then I want to drag that out to different forms of humans and animals and whatnot. It's definitely a learning experience for sure, and whenever someone says, oh, I love your style, I have to kind of think about what they like about it, because I find my art is somehow inconsistent with style at the moment, especially with everything. It's just very inconsistent. But if you don't have a style you like yet, don't worry so much over it. It's really not that big of a deal. Style takes a long time to develop. And before you concern yourself about style, you should really be worrying about learning the foundation of the foundations of drawing. You can't stylize a human face if you don't know where the eyes are in relation to the ears. You can't stylize a cat if you don't understand the real anatomy of a cat, you know? You need to learn those basics of anatomy, the basics of coloring and lines and whatever. It's really, really important to learn those basics and ground that foundation before you really begin experimenting with what you like to see when you draw. I myself did it a little backwards when I started to draw, and I tried to develop my style before developing my foundation, and I ended up getting really frustrated because of that. And I actually find a year ago, I believe it was back in March of last year when I started to draw again, and I was really only drawing to see what I liked. I was drawing my characters, I was drawing them based off human models, and I wasn't really worried about the full stylization of them. But then as I got more and more into drawing, I kind of forgot about how art was supposed to be, and I made it less fun because I tried to push myself so hard into a style, and it wasn't happening because I didn't know my foundation very well. So if you're frustrated with your lack of style, try out drawing in a bunch of different styles. This is what I love so much about this style meme. You get challenged with styles that you never thought you would draw in, but that end up looking surprisingly good, like the Simpsons and Marvel styles. The Simpsons is relatively simple, but it's so simple that if you don't get it right, you lose the shape. And the Marvel one is so complicated, but looks simple. And it's really difficult to get that thick line kind of consistency that they have in the Marvel comics. But here, like, I spent so much time on that Marvel one. Like, you only see, like, maybe 40 seconds of it in this video. And you don't see the lining process because that footage got corrupted, but like the lining in the sketch of the Marvel piece took me longer than any of the other ones here, including the anime one, which took me 5,000 years too. So in the end, they just really surprised me. Like drawing in these styles, I didn't think I would like them, and I ended up loving them. And I'm not saying you should stick to just the regular old popular styles that you see on TV or in comics. Like in the meme that I did a couple years ago, I had replaced, I think it was anime with Fairly Odd Parents, and South Park with Family Guy, and Muppets with Proud Family. And I'll probably redo this meme with a bunch of different styles. But that's the whole basis of it. You can try and replicate any type of style, either from TV, from comics, from Instagram, from your friends. And that'll really help you develop your own style and make you see what you like. Do you like the simplicity of circles like in South Park? Do you like the complex, thicker lines and darker image of the Marvel comics? It's all these little things that come together to make one style. It's just a very good learning tool to study other styles when you're trying to stylize your art. But that would be step 2. And the first step, like I said, is building your foundation. In the end, though, there is no style that's 100% unique. That's the artist's struggle, I think, is we try to find a style that is 100% unique to us, and that people can point out and go, yes, that's so-and-so style, but that doesn't really happen often. And all that rambling to say is that I really encourage everyone to explore different styles, build your foundation, and then start pulling things from artists that inspire you. You like the way this artist draws eyes, use that. You like the way this artist draws elbows, use that. You like how this artist draws hair, use that. In the end, as an artist, especially if you're just starting out, you should be less concerned with the stylization of your art and more concerned with building your foundation. But don't be afraid to kind of pull things from from styles you like and apply them to your own Frankenstein monster style of your own. So that's it for today, though, guys. I really hope you liked what you saw and heard today. Make sure to hit the thumbs up if you did, and hit that subscribe button down below if you want to see more. I post new videos every Thursday, and with that, I'll see you all next week when the surf's up. Bye, guys!